I'm seeing that you guys are going to be coming into a new connection with someone who is reliable, wealthy. This could be financially, or this could be wealthy within their spirit. Like there's someone who's emotionally intelligent, wise. Um, so I wanted to get more messages on it. Can I have more messages for the collective regarding this new love, reliable, hopeless romantic person? So I'm seeing that you're going to be talking to this person. Maybe some of you guys are already connected with who this is. For others of you, you're not connected to this person. They may be interested in talking to you more, or you're going to be interested in talking to them more. Maybe they'll show up when you do start becoming more interested in talking to people. Okay, this could be someone who you have common goals with. I'm seeing focused efforts, collaboration. Yeah, this is most definitely something that you wished for. Like, you may have wished for something stable, solid foundation, and this is most definitely the person that can bring that. Okay, the 9 of Cups coming out with the 4 of Wands. Your wishes is going to come true when it comes to your community, unity. You're going to be most definitely satisfied. Oh yeah, expect this to come in extremely quickly. You guys are gonna have many options. Okay, or this could be someone from your past, someone who strung you along, who you were stringing along, possible one-night stand situation, a connection that was unconventional. Somebody who you were holding on extremely tightly to. You may be receiving some type of communication from them, or they may be like coming to like pull up on you or something like that. Hi, Cherry. Yeah. Yeah. This person is most definitely coming in with the quickness. So I feel like some of y'all, you have a past person coming in wanting to connect with you, talk to you, and then a lot of you, like, for others of you, you have this new person who's reliable, trustworthy, like a literal wish fulfillment, who you have common goals with. They most definitely are the Emperor. The Divine Masculine, someone who's dependable, someone who's an authoritative figure, a leader, who has structure. You're separated from someone or taking a break, but I feel like you have many better options, even if you haven't met these individuals yet. Any choice is better than the people who are like your exes or that you left behind in your past. Confirm this mountain, obstacles, delays, challenges, energy. Yeah, so I feel like you've been experiencing some type of obstacles, delays, or challenges. It's possibly because you've been focused on loss and unwelcome changes as well as trauma. But I'm seeing something about stability and security. Maybe you're being encouraged to no longer dwell on the things that didn't work out, because there is something great that's coming in. You could be healing, growing. Tell me more about this 5 of Cups, Moon energy, palm tree. Yeah, see, I'm seeing laziness, impatience, and setbacks. You could have been dealing with somebody who was impatient, who possibly could have been some type of setback as well, and they could have come off pretty lazy. So this new person is most definitely different from your past like connections. See, those connections were filled with conflict, drama, right? But I feel like this is going to be someone who you don't have wasted efforts on. Like, you're going to put in effort, they're going to put in effort. You're going to be their wish fulfillment, they're going to be your wish fulfillment. I just feel like y'all are like a perfect match. It's not going to be based on low vibrational energy. No such thing as anxious / avoidant attachments. No, this is going to be a secure attachment connection. Because you guys are realizing the truth. I feel like you're no longer at some type of crossroad. Maybe some of you guys are still at a crossroad, but you're possibly going to be receiving some type of breakthrough. But this is someone who's sensitive. I feel like you're going to be leading with your heart, and you're going to be in this like dreamer energy. This could be a crush, or maybe they have a crush on you. You could be in solitude right now. This person that you're going to eventually meet could be in solitude. I feel like y'all are working on your own things, you know, getting out of connections, you know, nipping the bud and things that you're learning the lessons on, growing from, etc., right? Okay, Virgo energy could be significant. I feel like you've experienced extreme pain. You deserve this, okay? I feel like you're looking forward to it as well. You could be moving forward. You could be taking the initiative to approach things, act on things, maybe even stepping into your leadership energy. Yeah, you moving, honey. And if other people not moving with you, I don't feel like you're no longer sacrificing your time, energy, resources, etc. to tend to people. One year, 1 month, 1 week, 1 day, something of the sort could be significant. The age 29, 21, angel number 35 could be significant. I feel like this person is gonna, I'm telling you, they're gonna be someone who initiates things. You won't have to worry about being the initiator. They're most definitely gonna, I scheduled a date to go, da da. Like, it's literally gonna be the things that you've seen on social media or whatever the case may be, because some of y'all, you haven't really seen this in real life. For some of you, this is literally going to be someone who's like similar to you, or they share common goals. Like, for sure, they could do the whole right on your bay leaves and burn it on a full moon type person. They don't have to be. Like, maybe you have a core interest and they're just supportive of you, right? Maybe they got their own thing going. What's the message here for the collective regarding this divine masculine? Look, the man came out. I feel like somebody of your past is gonna see this and they're gonna be so stressed because maybe they're working and they're already stressed enough from like other stuff. And I feel like they're possibly gonna, this is gonna make them even more upset, but nobody cares about that. But that's like what I'm getting from this energy. Tell me more about the divine masculine. This is gonna be someone who's literally in their divine masculine, balancing out with the, you know, the feminine energies. But I'm telling you, look, this is going to be someone who's wise, possibly spiritual, someone who's also big on growth. I feel like this is going to be someone who you have a family with. I'm seeing like something about family tree. And then we have a butterfly here. So trees and butterflies could be significant. Farmers, weddings, graduations, celebrations. Wow. Confirm this 7 of coins in the reverse. Yeah, this is this Knight of Swords energy. I knew it. Someone who's impulsive, opinionated. Yep. Because I'm like, this can't be the collective energy unless they like fell into depression and like some other stuff. So I knew it was that other person. Like, y'all are literally leaving behind some things. Maybe you're still wrapping up your last situation. Maybe not. Just apply to how it fits. But all I know is the main message is you have something stable coming in, something solid. And this is going to be in the form of a person. Maybe you're going to be able to work with this person. Maybe you're going to meet them at work. I'm really just seeing y'all collaborating on something or having common goals, literally. They're just as in tuned as you within something. They're just as much of an expert as you within something. Earth sign, water, fire energy. It's giving dreams coming true. This is really exciting. And I don't know where you are right now in your life, your healing journey, whatever the case may be. Some of you guys could be experiencing doubts, confusion, holding on to certain things. You need to loosen your grip. Like, I don't know where you are right now in your journey. Others of you, it could be the complete opposite. But all I know is this person, the real deal. Like, y'all been dealing with people who literally wasn't the real deal. I feel like this could for sure happen as you continue to learn the lesson and disconnect from people who doesn't serve you or your highest good, We don't have to shun people, have resentment, etc., but we also don't have to let them back into our life because they are not as dependable like you are, right? They are not as emotionally intelligent as you are, right? So that's why we can love people from a distance, even if that means that they're no longer a part of our lives. Because I know you guys are emotional idealists or whatever the case may be, you actually really cared about people. But I feel like this is going to be a connection that's more in alignment, something that you don't have to struggle with. You don't have to train someone to love you, teach them how to love you. No, this person is going to come with it. I'm literally telling you. Confirm this 8 of Wands. It's going to be someone who you maybe meet while traveling, or I'm seeing something about a letter. Ooh, the Lovers confirming the 8 of Wands. This connection is giving soulmate. It's giving kindred spirits. This is literally, I don't know if you ever felt connected to anybody in your life, but this is going to be somebody who you literally feel extremely connected to. And it's funny because I'm currently in college, right? I'm majoring in psychology. And one of the classes that I'm taking right now is social psychology. And I was just reading about like stuff within love and like all of this other stuff. So this is going to be a dynamic that's based on really like passion, compassion, like all of these beautiful things. And you don't have to put all your eggs in one basket. You can be happily single and vibe and just continue to, be who you are, whatever the case may be. But I'm telling you, this person, I almost wanted to say it's going to be hard to pass up on when you come into this type of energy with this person. Edith says, you're so pretty. Thank you. All right. Yes, honey. This is going to be somebody who really get it done. They not just, they walk it like they talk it, honey. They not just all talk. Shit, they probably don't even be, I'm telling, wow, we got, this is so beautiful. We got the lady and the man coming out. You guys are going to be in a relationship soon. Like, I don't know if it's soon, because like I said, this is like a collective. It's not a personal. If you want to get on the list for a personal, the list is open. But, your ex relationship could be coming out in a new relationship. And I feel like this new relationship is worth the wait, honey. All that back and forth with your ex and, compromising and settling, I'm going to need you to nip that in the bud. Half of y'all, you already did that. That's why this energy is coming out in your reading. You know how usually you'll probably listen to a reading and your ex or something will pop up? It's a new person popping up now. And I feel like that's because you're more accessible to them being in your energy, and they're more accessible for you to be in their energy. See, this person who was supposedly assertive but also opinionated, impulsive, they weren't really in tune with their heart space. Whatever the case may be, this lazy, impatient individual who has setbacks, who set you back, they're old news. Maybe they could be holding on to you, or you could be still like holding on to them in some type of way, energetically, mentally, physically, emotionally. Maybe it's the pain that you're still holding on to. But I feel like you're healing. Stability is going to start, happening within this Saturn energy. Look how many times I'm seeing soulmate energy, bruh. Like the lovers is out here. We got the soulmate energy, and then we got the man and the lady here, which signifies a couple. The feminine and the masculine. Like I said, you've been through a lot within your love life, but I feel like this is literally going to be somebody who, like, wow. And somebody is literally going to be sick. Because maybe this is going to happen within, like, the next 3 years. Like, it's possibly not going to be that long. For some of you guys, the next 8 days, you could probably come across this person. The next 9 months, 3 years, right? It all really depends on who you are and where you know. I feel like y'all are pushing through. You're a bit drained, but you've been resilient throughout your whole entire journey. Your love life has been chaotic. Life overall has been chaotic. And I feel like things are coming into a form of stability. Like, I feel like you've been experiencing, like, this trauma and everything else. But I feel like things are coming into a more stable energy. And you're becoming more secure within self. You're still healing because you're still sad about something, grieving over something, or whatever the case may be. But you're moving forward. You're moving forward, and you're going to move right into the arms of a divine masculine. See, this other person, they may have been slowing you down from starting this new beginning. But like I said, we don't point the finger, right? Because you are your own person. You're the one that has the free will. So something I guess you needed to learn or see when it came to this connection. I'm right where you live. That song could be significant. It's by Ivory, I believe. Look, you gonna be, I'm telling you, you could be working on healing. You could be working through your trauma, your heartache. I feel like you're very dedicated. You're a hard worker. You're working on something. I'm right where you live. See, some of y'all, you really getting it done, though. You don't complain. You go through shit and you get through it. Never heard y'all complain about anything. And it's okay to talk about it and to be sad about it and everything like that. But I'm just saying, I never heard y'all complain. Like, y'all just, like, you go through shit, you don't even complain. Like, you just be hurt. That's about it. Crazy. But the people who do complain is the ones who put you through pain. Like, that don't make, you know what I'm saying? If anybody should be complaining about anything, it would be you. That's how strong as hell you are. Like, you don't complain, you don't do this, you don't do that. You go through shit and you get through it. But that don't mean, people got to check on their strong friends. Because this don't feel good to go through this type of shit. Y'all went through extreme pain. Deeply mental, emotional pain. And I feel like, man, I almost want to cry because somebody is literally going to sweep you off your feet. Somebody who you deserve, because you're such a beautiful individual. And I feel like you deserve somebody who's also going to match that energy. This is not going to be somebody who's going to promote like insecurities and like all this other stuff with, right? And I'm not blaming it on people, saying that people are to blame for giving you this and giving you that, right? Because we learn not to point the finger, right? But, and really screw all of that anyway. If you're going to point the finger at somebody for what they did to you, who give a damn? You're not pointing the finger out of apportioning blame. You're basically stating the damn reality of what the hell happened. You always don't mind taking accountability. So it's never, you know what I'm saying, in in that type of way. But I feel like you guys experience some type of tower moment, but you're attracting somebody who's in tune with their emotions, who know how to love. They're literally a romantic. Now, I don't know who their relationships was in the past, but I feel like they ain't got nothing on you. Not that that matters or anything, but it's just like, because I was just thinking, how are they so romantic? Like, was they doing all this with other people or something, like, for them to, like, just become this expert at this? But nah, just like how you guys, you didn't read this out of a book. You didn't have to date this person, date this person, date this person to get into that energy. You just naturally was in that energy. You know what I'm saying? In high school, y'all was with that love shit. You know, it's like, it was just you. And I feel like that's this person as well. This ain't gonna be somebody that needed to change. They already were the change that people needed in the world, just like you. And that's a beautiful thing. Don't be around here talking to everybody, sleeping with everybody. Continue to work on yourself and your hobbies and whatever you're doing, healing yourself and everything else. Yeah. This could be someone who's an old friend, or maybe nostalgia could be significant. This could be somebody that is very innocent. Like, you won't have to worry about them lying, cheating, being jealous, talking about you behind your back. Like, you're not going to be sleeping with the enemy at all. This is going to be somebody who you literally can build a family with. Like, y'all are both generational curse breakers. It'll be up to you if you want to have a whole family. You know, pregnancy is... But I was going to say it's like life-threatening, right? And not everybody has their own different beliefs when it comes to things. Some people feel like we shouldn't have children because this, because that. Some people feel like, well, why not, right? So I guess it really all depends on you. But this is going to be somebody who won't stress you out during your pregnancy. Therefore, you won't have to worry about postpartum depression if you were to get pregnant. I'm literally telling you. I'm literally telling you. This is going to be somebody who's more worried about you when it comes to things than more worried about them. And I'm not saying that they lack self-love or care and they put everybody else before them. No, it's just they're going to treat you like literally a queen, a goddess. They're divine feminine. Like, I'm telling you, you're gonna, I'm telling you, okay, you're gonna see. Whoever this message is for, you're gonna see. This is literally, it's literally done being manifested in the spiritual and it's being brought to you in the physical, literally. You wrapping up things with that ex. So come pick up your clothes. I've had them folded. Come get your stuff, Dave. All right? Experiencing depression, intense anxiety, feeling hopeless. Wow. Y'all going through it. Now, this could be past energy, present energy. This doesn't have to be your energy. It could be maybe your ex or somebody, but man, this person gonna wish they would have treated you better. Should have them know that you were their wish fulfillment and they just couldn't get it right. They don't even matter. But it's like, I just have to say like these things. Like, it's just crazy. Some of y'all was sabotaging because you kept trying to rebuild and fix and work on it. But now I feel like you're making healthier choices, especially when it comes to in love and in life. I feel like you're prioritizing self-love, self-care, and this is what's causing you to be happier. All right, I feel like you're taking back your power. You're an extremely strong person. You're also a leader. I'm telling you, you're literally attracting a person that's on the same type of time as you. Expect to hear some type of communications, receive some type of news or message or something. Like, maybe that was me delivering the message, but I feel like it's outside of me as well. But you're at the end of a cycle. I'm seeing success, completion, wholeness. I feel like you're literally completing milestones and you're making it like to that finish line. This is so beautiful. Let's get some time. See when this person is gonna come in. Thank you, thank you. Gratitude. Some of y'all as early as January. The beginning of next year. So I advise y'all, whatever healing you need to do, to please do it, because we all have free will. And sometimes you can still bring forth your trust issues and your doubts and everything else in the present moment, right? Into your future. So whatever you need to do right now, heal right now, tend to right now, please make sure you do. The ex, if you're going to be with your ex, be with your ex. If not, move the hell on and don't look back. Because I'm telling you, this divine counterpart, that's what it's giving. And you don't have to, hey, you don't have to choose this person. You can, wait it out, give it time, and, just date and test the waters with different people. But I'm telling you, you won't need to test the waters. You won't need to have a roster. I'm telling you. Ooh, not today being significant. Yes, love, I do have Cash App. If you click the link in my bio and scroll all the way down, you'll see my payment options. Today had came out. Maybe you guys were already supposed to come into union with whoever this is, but of course, certain setbacks. Like, of course, if you have an ex, if you still get things together with your own mental health and everything, I feel like this person could still come in even when you're working on your mental health and stuff. But I'm seeing it in a way that's like you being, like, they won't be able to access you, or you won't be able to be accessible to them because of your own confusion and whatever the case may be. She told me today is crazy. Look, today it came out sideways, so that's why I was getting this energy. For some of you guys, it possibly won't be today, but of course this is a timeless reading. So say for instance, like next year, this video will be up and somebody could see it next year and then it'll talk about today. So this reading can also be timeless. Some of you guys, it could be today, but it was coming out sideways as if the energy wasn't full on. So that's why I was saying some of you guys, you were supposed to possibly connect with this person already, but maybe it was delayed. But yeah, just take it how it resonates, okay? Future energy could be significant, all right? When will this divine masculine be coming in for the collective? When will this divine masculine be coming into the collective life? Look, in a few weeks. That Queen Naija song, Butterflies, is significant. We got festive season shit. They may be around by December, Christmas time. Y'all gonna be enjoying the holiday times together. I don't know if some of y'all, look, I don't think it's an ex for a lot of y'all, especially if you had this impulsive, lazy, opinionated, goofy ass ex. They are most definitely not it. But see, I don't know y'all personally, and I don't know y'all exes. Maybe you was the one who messed up in the connection, right? So you would just have to apply the messages how it fit. But I'm just seeing a couple who's extremely into one another. It's given every day is the honeymoon. But they respect each other just as much as they love each other. They appreciate each other just as much as they, are attracted to one another. They this, they that, they da-da-da. Really in alignment for real. This is gonna be like a dream come true. Can somebody pinch me type of life. And it's expected because shit, you done been drugged through the dirt, the mud, the damn brick wall your whole life, right? So I can understand how some of y'all like, that sound good, or whatever case. I'm telling you though, you ain't gotta take my word for it. When will this divine masculine be coming into the collective life? I knew I was going to be getting that energy. It says stop obsessing first. And then they'll come in. For some of you guys, not in this lifetime. Right? I felt this card, I was just thinking about. I was trying not to think about it. Because I feel like I kind of helped the energy come out. Because I was just thinking about it so damn much. But That's probably some of y'all as thinking negatively. We just got done talking about that. Like, some things may sound too good to be true, but in actuality is not. And the impossible be possible as hell when you're dealing with God. Okay? But it only seems so, too good to be true because you never experienced no shit like this for real. But if you look at who you are in the world, maybe that'll help you, right? You see yourself as a person who's genuine, loyal, etc., then maybe that can help you see that other people actually exist in the world as that as well. The people who you were connected with, you probably didn't receive that. And for a lot of you guys, your family, your friends, your lovers, nobody was a paragon, right? They weren't the perfect example of a friend, of a lover, of a this. You were the catalyst to those things. But I feel like now somebody's going to come in and they are literally going to be that example. And it's funny because when I was in this deck, like before, I remember coming across some cards that said, be an example, be a witness in each other's lives. Like, I feel like you literally are going to be able to witness a beautiful man or woman, for real. I'm talking about the heart, the mind, the soul, just beautiful. Who says that people ain't perfect? Because shit, they had me beat. Could have fooled me. This is what it's giving. You know, it's always somebody hating, talking about be humble, you're not perfect, you're not a god or God. That's what I'm saying. See, this ain't that one. And they very protective. If anybody talks shit, they not low vibrational. They're not going to be quick to beat somebody ass or whatever. They're going to be actually balanced and everything else. You know, but they're still going to be protective over you. You know how you can be protective with somebody, be with the shits, but not low vibrational, not trying to beat everybody up, not being a bully, whatever. But they will stand up for you. They know you can take care of yourself, etc. But they like, well, shit, that's what she got me for. Babe, being your feminine, I got this. They don't tell you what to do though. They let you do what you do. They understand you. They understand you for real. They not with all that gender role shit. Like, yeah, a woman's place is in the kitchen. A man's place is this and that. I'm telling you, they gonna be in their power just as much as you gonna be in their power. And you see this heart? Whoo, passionate. Shit, I'm seeing y'all in the bed chilling. I seen it. You know, I'm in abstinence. I don't think about sexual relations. I don't care for it at all. So, but I'm just seeing the message. So if you're not the person that has sex and all that, then, you know, take how it fits. But maybe in the future, your mind will change. Because, look, benefit of the doubt. Okay, bruh. Chill, okay? Chill. Get out our business. Okay? A little privacy, please. Look, trust. That's all you gotta do, babe. Keep, you know, being in the moment, focusing on you. Don't obsess over this. Relax. You got to remember, you the prize at the end of the day. I remember I did a reading before, and I was like, don't be worried about the divine feminine or the divine masculine. Look at yourself as the damn prize. Be that lover for yourself. Take yourself out on a date. Love yourself. Be that own friend to yourself. Do all of that, you know? That's how you really going to be in this energy of, you know, not being too desperate, too thirsty, too this, too that. Because you're going to been already mastered self-love and like all these things. That's why I'm saying y'all in alignment with this. See, sometimes life, it don't look like the way that you probably would have found that it would look, but damn, give it a second. Shit, you know what I'm saying? You ain't, you know, give it a second. That's just stages of everything. That's just like, you know, the stage of grief. You know, there's being in denial, still in shock, and then eventually it comes to acceptance and distance. Y'all just like, it's stages to shit. Chill. All right, some of y'all, you still just on this healing path, releasing the eggs and like all this other stuff. So just chill. But like I said, some of y'all, this person is going to be coming in during the festive season. All right, could be in a few weeks. Some of y'all, shit, is today, tomorrow, right? But don't forget, I said this can also be future energy. Okay, because this is a timeless reading. When I post this reading, I'll probably see it 3 months later, and boom, I'm looking dead at the reading, and they say the person gonna come in a few weeks during festive season, and boom, here we go, pop up in on Valentine's Day. You know what I'm saying? So like, take the messages how it resonate. For some of y'all, like I said, it says not in this lifetime. Now, I'm a firm believer in that energy shifts, okay, that not in this lifetime can easily go from, oh, never mind, you're gonna have it. Because I guess it all really depends on you. You know, we have free will. So maybe some of y'all, it's just like an exaggeration of not being in alignment with it right now. But I feel like that could change for y'all. I know I'm coming into it. I don't know about nobody else. All that damn not in this lifetime. It ain't talking that. You ain't talking to me. You ain't talking to me, honey. So, any more messages? Yeah, y'all love language is gonna be y'all are so cute. Or it's just so cute. I feel like y'all are gonna make each other laugh. It's just gonna be so soft and sweet. It's giving soft girl era. It's giving soft guy era. It's giving like all of that, okay? Love language is quality time. Look, here go the card that I was talking about. It says be the witness to each other's lives. This is literally the card I was talking about. Y'all going on picnics and shit. And then it came out with healing connection. This connection is most definitely going to be some type of spiritual connection. You see the synchronicities? Like, y'all may be seeing synchronicities already. It says your romance will transform your life. I'm telling you, this is going to be a healing connection. That's how I know that y'all won't have to be 100% healed and better and da-da-da, you know, for you to attract this. But at the same time, damn, you got to be at least a little bit accessible. If you got trust issues still and you still crying over your ex and all this other stuff, you're not really that accessible, you know? But this most definitely is going to be, this is going to be a connection that changes your life. Like, I feel like, and that's going to be on both ends. That's just what y'all do. Y'all do that naturally, but finally, you can receive that. Y'all always was the ones that was giving it. Finally gonna be able to receive some beautiful, beautiful love. You finally won't have to be the only one to make people heart skip a beat and sweep somebody off their damn feet. You finally can be that person. Look, that benefit of the doubt card came back out. I'm not finna play. We got T's coming out in the reverse. Look, it's been long overdue. Ain't no more. Now you really about to get this. I'm trying to tell you, ain't no more seeing people on in videos being all cute. It's gonna be you next. You next. Don't be hating, but you next, okay? It says give your relationship a chance, love yourself first, and a courageous leap into the unknown. Wow. Give it a chance, babe. It's worth the wait. Just focus on self-love at this moment in time. And take that courageous leap into the unknown. It says let go of the past on the back of the deck. With trust. It says clear energy to allow more love in your life. Yeah, see, if y'all still holding grudges from your last friends, family members, and exes, then that heart chakra not really, it's still a bit hindered. You know, you got to be in the energy of forgiveness. You got to be in the energy, forgiveness, that goes hand in hand within love. If you're a person that still hasn't forgiven, your heart chakra for sure is still hindered. Ain't no possibility, ain't no maybe, it for sure still is. Okay? Which can also interfere with love overall, even romanticism, even self-love. It's all love is love, right? Whether you loving other people, loving yourself, or just loving all things, nature, seeing the beauty in things, you know, that your heart is really important. So everything is important. Balance out your chakras, you know. Tell me more about this benefit of the doubt, self-love, fearless love. Look, manifesting the one and falling in love. See, y'all are manifesting the one and you're going to be falling in love, bruh. The cards literally speak for me, honey. They speak it. Thank you for double tapping the screen and for liking. Well, that's double tapping. I meant to say thank you for the gifts. All right, so falling in love, it says sudden feeling that this is the one. Like, y'all just going to have this feeling like, oh, yeah, this the one. Like, maybe you don't instantly feel like they're going to be the one, But maybe when y'all start connecting, you start being, you know, more intimate, getting to know each other, being all lovey-dovey and stuff, that's when you're going to be like, yeah, this is the one. And I feel like right when you realize that is when you just going to melt, sink in, fall, trust fall like motherfucker. I'm telling you. Manifesting the One says, very soon your true love will arrive. Didn't I tell you? I told you. Like, you just got to believe the fuck. Like, that's, you know what I'm saying? Future energy could be significant, okay? Oh, life partner. Yes, honey. It says your romance is stable and ready to go the distance. That's what I'm saying. I told y'all been on stable foundation. Ain't no more faulty foundation. Fuck. Look, it says you are worthy with forgiveness coming out. You are worthy says your worth doesn't depend on the other person. And then with forgiveness, it says allow healing waters to wash away the pain of the past. Whether they telling you release the past or release the past hurt. Remember when we had got that release the past energy? All right, now it's talking about the forgiveness energy. So you are worthy, okay? Whatever happened to you in your other relationships, whether it was platonic or romantic, your worth did not depend on the other person. If they cheated on you, you still was worthy as hell. That was their own demons that got in the way, you know? But some of y'all, you just started getting insecure. Everybody is, you know, normalizing trauma and getting upset and sad about certain things. So it's like, that's just what happened. You ended up being hurt, whatever else the case may be. But know that your worth doesn't depend on the other person. And that can even go for this beautiful relationship. But I don't feel like they're going to ever make you feel like unworthy. But it's just, you know, it's just to say, like, regardless if you still have something like this beautiful coming in, know that your worth still doesn't depend on the other person. You're still worthy with or without. I hope that makes sense. I'm not trying to sound like a negative Nancy or, you know, ruin the mood. But it's beautiful though. Y'all gonna be looking at each other's eyes. Damn. I ain't see nobody look up yet. Y'all just look, it's just focused in on each other. Like, goddamn. Who? Very passionate union, honey. Damn. What? Oh, I thought he was grabbing that neck. Okay. Look at yeah, and this is when you hop in that energy like, yeah, he the one. Or she the one. Whatever. See, they ain't let each other go yet. Get it? I don't see nobody separated. I just see y'all always, you know. But like I said, this is going to be a secure attachment. No obsession, no addiction, no attachment for real. That's why the secure is in the beginning of it. Look up secure attachment versus avoidant, dismissive, and anxious attachment styles and like all that shit. I'm telling you, this is gonna, y'all love language is literally gonna be spending time with each other. Cause why not? Shit, who wouldn't want to spend time if you a divine feminine, they the divine masculine? Who, baby? My love language would be quality time too, honey. You know, y'all not materialistic. You know, the gifts is cool and all, it's precious, yeah. But the greatest gift will be each other. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like y'all love, like, you see what I'm saying? Y'all gonna be deep. Okay. All right. Yes, honey. See, this connection is not gonna be filled with lust either, on your end or their end. Okay. It says, and not me talking about a gift, and look, it says a gift from someone special. Like I said, that's still gonna come into play, but y'all gonna have it understood. Like, this ain't no shallow ass connection. You know what I'm saying? It's filled with depth. But yeah, the gift's still gonna be coming though. But it's not important. But it's still gonna be happening. You know, that's just what they do. Like, you know, shit, they love language could still be gift giving. But I just feel like they understand. I don't know, like both of y'all. Like, it's really, you know what I'm saying? You feel me, since now you know that y'all like similar. And you know when it comes to the gifts. Like you give the gifts because out of the kindness of your heart and putting a smile on the next person's face. But you already know it'd be deeper than that. But I don't even know how the hell to explain it. But it says twin flame recognition. It says you know this soul that mirrors your own. Okay. Alrighty then. Tell me more about this twin flame recognition, child, because we be hearing too much about the twin flames. I ain't got time, okay? Okay. I say confirm this twin flame recognition. This came out. Come on, now. Like, it's giving hella 20 flame. It says, like yin and yang symbol, twin flames contain an aspect of each other's character within themselves. I told y'all going to be similar. Like, I know the world normalizes twin flames, and they be having everybody thinking that we got twin flames around this bitch whole time. We just in karmic relationships. But this, yeah. I'm trying to tell you. I don't know what you thought a twin flame was, but it ain't none of that other bullshit. I'm trying to tell you. It say twin flame recognition. Ooh, we got reaching out and open your heart. Ooh, see, this is why I fear that this is somebody from the past. Or maybe, like I had told y'all earlier, that it's just somebody in the past just won't let you go and they're going to be trying to communicate with you, reach out, pop up, something. That's why I was saying I don't know how y'all lives are for some people, because some of y'all, this could be an ex. Who knows? Y'all may get back together with y'all ex and it may be a beautiful thing. Ouch. I don't want nobody from my past, okay? But I'm saying I'm just the messenger here, so I can't be like out here giving a reading for my damn self. That's why I'm doing it for the collective. So for sure, some of y'all, maybe it's somebody who you already knew, maybe when you were a childhood, or maybe you just knew them of the past or whatever. But not none of that toxic stuff. Not nobody who didn't beat you up and cheated. Nah, I believe you can most definitely do better with that. But it says, reaching out, expect a call or text from your person of interest. And then it says, open your heart. Love is the highest energy of all. Let it in. I told y'all that heart chakra is important. But for some of y'all, this is most definitely not giving X. This is most, because people are X's for a reason. Like I said, sometimes it be you, right? Some of y'all, it was never me. I take accountability, okay? So if it was me, I say it. But I was always the one that was, the top tier one. So, honey, look, tell me more about this reaching out, open your heart energy. Look, psychic connection. This is somebody who you have a psychic connection with. It says your communication goes beyond mere words. Tell me more about this reaching out. Who is this person? Because I'm trying to see. For some of y'all, it's somebody you already possibly met. Look, it says perfect match, friendly support. Y'all possibly are going to be friends first. And it also could be talking about friendly support like outside of the connection. Because it says fairies, guides, and friends give aid. Alright, and then it's coming out with perfect match, which says you complete each other in the most harmonious ways. Okay. See, I was thinking in my head, is this the collective X? And then I see challenges and temptation. Hell no. Your connection was filled with temptation, challenges, and all that other shit. This don't give, it's your ex, honey. See, it say, think carefully about the situation. This ain't coming out with the real deal. This ain't coming out with the real deal, honey. And with challenges, it says all true soul connections involve challenges that can be overcome together. Mind you, a human being wrote this card. This how they feel. Me personally, I don't feel like relationships is that hard. I feel like people themselves make it that way. You heard the saying, relationships aren't hard, people make them that way. If a motherfucker come like how you come, perfection, literally. But it's always some unrequited love, one person doing more than the other because they're more emotionally in tune, or but this is not gonna be this. So that's why I don't feel like it will be any challenge. Maybe it's talking about challenges outside of y'all, like not within the union, maybe just some other stuff. Maybe, you know, your family situations, how you grew up, you still healing from this, maybe sex wound, whatever, you know, maybe that. Because look, we got real feelings. Come on now, get a room. It's like, get a room for real. It says you share true romantic feelings worth exploring. Look, y'all, we can go all day, but the messages already came out. I'm just gonna be in y'all business, so you know what I'm saying? Look, don't let guilt get in the way of happiness. Yeah, don't be feeling bad. Some of y'all, you disconnecting from baby dad, baby mom, family, friends. But I'm telling you, look, you, at this point, I don't know what to tell you, because you steady worrying about shit that don't matter. Stop what you feeling guilty for. But I ain't gonna beat you up about it, because that's, you know, wouldn't expect anything less, right? A person that's just your heart for real. But don't be feeling bad, honey. You deserve this, honey. Don't be feeling no type of guilt. You feeling guilty because you come into a connection with somebody who is actually healthy? The fuck? Yeah, you better rewire some things within your brain. Shit. That could be a name. Maybe they got the letters J-U-N or E in their name. Junie B. Jones. Look, I seen workplace romance. Remember we was talking about that? Excuse me. It says common cause connection. Excuse me, with rendezvous. A private getaway for two is calling you. Look, marriage. Silver bells. That Christmas song. Silver bells. It's Christmas time in the city. Look. Okay, I'm done. Okay. Okay. Fast loud. I told you. Okay. Okay. All right, I'm done though. I'm done. Oh, okay. Look. But look, just clear out anything that doesn't belong right about now, all right? 11-11. Confirmation. I seen 11-11 earlier. Some of y'all could have seen it. Confirmation. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. All right, I'm going to pull a few tarot. I don't think I did no tarot out here, so let's see. Oh, yeah, I did. Oh, all of this shit right here is tarot cards. All of these are tarot cards. Okay, I did tarot already. Yeah, I'm telling you, this most definitely is going to be somebody who feed the hell out your inner child. You're going to really, it's like, you know how they be saying, this has been my wife for 20 years and I still date her, or I still something, you know what I'm saying? It's given, they come into your energy, y'all already in a relationship, but it's like they still trying to impress you. They still trying to do this. They still try. It's like, it ain't one of them connections when somebody bag you and they just completely stop trying to, you know, because they like, well, shit, I got her now. You know, nah, this person, they still going to be, because that's because they the real deal. This person could low-key have a crush on you, or you're going to have a crush on them. Child, y'all just going to make each other feel like kids again, right? But in the mature kind of way, right? But it's okay. It's okay. That fun. But yeah, I'm telling you. Some of y'all, you got to be patient for this, though. For sure, got to be patient. Look, there go the Ace of Pentacles again. Because I had seen it over here. That's why I had said it's you know, it was manifesting in the spirit. Now it's coming in the physical. That's what encouraged me to say this, looking at this over here. And look, that's the Ace of Pentacles. Here go the Ace of Pentacles again. I'm telling you. Right there where you can touch it. It's going to be tangible. I'm telling you. It ain't going to be no more. If only. What a dream. What a da-da-da. No, baby. This is going to be. Ain't no more abstract. This is going to be. Okay. Literally, we can hold hands. We can go walk. We can go talk and kiss. We can do that. Something about physical health. Your physical health. Okay. What with the physical health? Okay, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Two of Wands, choices, decisions. Y'all be worried about the wrong thing. This person is gonna love you and all of you, because guess what? They are bigger than physical attraction. Like, yeah, you all that in a bag of chips. Just like vice versa, how you can see somebody like eye candy or whatever, but you know that it's like deeper than that. You're not somebody, you want something that's like real, right? You know that a lot of people who can even be in the form of good looking it could just be superficial. That song by Ruth B, Superficial Love, could be significant. But look, natural evolution. All right, it says let the situation unfold naturally. Yeah, so don't be in this desperado energy, scoping out like, oh, I got that reading. Now I'm finna, is this my soulmate? Is this my soul? Like, you gotta chill, almost as if you didn't hear the reading, okay? And then it says forever young. I'm telling you, y'all are gonna be so healthy for each other. You're not gonna stress each other out at all. No depression, no none of that. Y'all gonna be 50 looking 30. Facts. But look, it says divine time, and I'm telling you, this connection is going to happen in divine timing. It says a serendipitous event. There go twin flame union coming out now. First it said twin flame recognition. Now it say twin flame union. It says heart, body, mind, and soul. Everybody have their own different definitions of twin flame. You see they wrote on the card, heart, body, mind, and soul. You know, so... some of y'all probably confused, like you don't know if it's your ex or if it's a new person, but just look at it this way: you have free will and you choose who you love. You don't have to think, oh, this person, my ex was just made for me, and you know, nip that all the way in the bud, okay? Nip that all the way in the bud, honey, because when you start holding on to projected beliefs, like beliefs from other people, and you cling on to that, like, what about your goddamn, what about the knowing that you had before you heard that belief? Shit, you ain't even get a chance for it to manifest, you know? So be open to accept divine guidance in your relationships. I think this person is reading the Bible. Maybe some of y'all, you know, you read the Bible. You don't have to be religious. Some religious people it's some non-religious people who read the Bible. Okay, it's actually some people who don't even call themselves Christians or go to church and they read the Bible. So, maybe it's just still talking about like divine, like energy or like wisdom and. There go that letter again. I keep seeing stuff with a letter. Maybe somebody's gonna write you a letter. I'm seeing message, communication, news. Bro, why am I thinking of like those old movies? You know when they get the trumpets and they blow, dun, 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 and then they give out like, they have a scroll, like that type of shit. Like, I don't know. This connection is crazy. Like, not me sounding like that crazy good. What is that from? Crazy good. Crazy good. Damn, I can't remember what the hell that is. But look. The connection, maybe that's just the connection itself. I'm going crazy. Anyways, all right, I'm about done with this reading, honey. We don't need to keep on going into it, honey. But my phone is on 19%. If you guys do want to get on the list is open. Nobody is currently on. I'll possibly do your reading off of live just so it doesn't interfere like with other people being in the live. Sometimes other people's energy can interfere with your personal reading. So, but if you don't want me to do it privately, you can just let me know that you want it to be like on live, but I would prefer it to be off live. But yeah, this is like a lovely connection. Beautiful, because like before I was getting on live, I was like deciding to put all of my decks back in their boxes because I have like over 100 decks, right? So I wanted to combine all of them. This is like my 50th time combining my cards, taking them apart, combining them, taking them apart. See, I combined them with other decks, right? And I just got in this energy where I was like, I want them back how they were. And every time I get into that energy of wanting to put them back how they were, I be like, okay, never mind. Because I be like falling back in love with how I combined them or whatever. And when I was like flipping through these, that's what inspired me to get on live and do this message for the collective. Because usually, I can be off live, do a reading for myself. It's nothing. But I guess I just wanted to come on and do a live for the collective. A reading for the collective. And these were the cards that I was touching, and it was just telling me about this energy. And I feel like some people in the collective can also receive this. So I wanted to do a collective message about it. But just take the message how it resonates, okay? The message may not be for everyone, all right? Let me see. I know some of y'all are feeling trapped, blind to the truth, or self-limiting. This is self-imposed energy. You trapping yourself when it comes to fears, worries, all of that. All right. Miss Cherry, is that you, love? And it's coming out with the Wheel of Fortune, which ties to cycles of life, fate, and good luck. All right. Thank you for your trust and support. Do you want your reading on live or off of live? If you want it off of live, I'm still going to make sure I start on it right now. But if you want it on live, that's fine. So I'll just cleanse the energy and make sure I set my intentions a little bit more firmer. Live is fine. Okay, love. Did you want a general love reading, or what would you like, love? But yeah, y'all, this, like, don't worry. Like, I'm telling you, this is promised for you. It's promised for you. But I feel like I'm seeing fate on the cool. Carlos, I know you're not blowing up my comment section just to see if you should pursue rapping. I am not about to pursue it. Like, what's wrong with that? Now, I understand sometimes people be asking questions and it seems like it's like a crazy question, but in actuality, it may not be. So respectfully, me saying this to you, but it's nothing wrong. That you don't have to ask that question. Like, it's something that's tied to creativity and something that you like to do. But I'm not doing free questions right now. There go a little free information for you. All right, if you want to get on the list, $7 questions, 777. A general future love. Girl, I don't know about to play. What is a general future? Girl. Okay, general future love. So you want a love reading? Future tense, girl. Yes, sorry, love, please. I know you fine. You fine, love. All right, I'm cleansing the energy of the collective's energy. I return everyone's energy back to them, and I release my energy back to me. All right. Cleansing the energy within and around me. Okay. And you put future. That means you didn't want anything for like the present moment or something like that? Like your current love life? You wanted future? Or alright. I want to focus in on Sherry's energy. No one else's, please and thank you. Not even my own. My energy should not interfere with this message. Neither anybody other than Sherry and whomever is a part of her love reading. Nothing from past. I'm done with it. Oh yeah, for sure. Girl, we weren't even finna entertain that. I'll just do, okay, love. But you do know when it comes to readings, you may not be a tarot reader, huh? So when it comes to readings, if something of an ex or something like that comes out, it'll just come out. Like, trust me, I don't want to talk about their ass, but sometimes if they still like, sometimes it can happen. Like how we was doing this beautiful reading and then these funky little exes just steady popping up. Like, sometimes it's because people are still like attached to your energy, but that may not happen. Let's see. Can I have a love reading? We're going to use this same deck for Sherry. I keep calling you Sherry and Cherry because, like, there's only one R, so I don't know if it's Cherry or if it's Sherry, but can I get a message for Cherry? Or whatever name you want me to do. I have both. Message for... Okay, honey. Yeah, you ain't lying. The 3 of Wands coming out, you most definitely moving forward. You don't want nothing of the past. So I feel like that collective message that we did, most definitely you're in alignment with it for sure. Because this 3 of Wands did come out in that energy as well. What is the message here for Sherry's love life? Cherry's love life. Three of Cups. Like I said, period, Sherry. Miss Cherry. It's the 3 of Cups is not coming out. You could be seeing 3-3 or angel number 333. 335 could be significant. Okay, on the back of the deck, it's the 5 of Cups here, which, like, literally, you most definitely resonate with the collective. Could resonate with the collective for sure. Like, all of these cards came out in the collective. But usually the 5 of Cups can talk about you still hurt by something, you still grieving the loss of something. And this could be like someone passed away in your life. It doesn't have to be, anything like that. But if nobody passed away in your life, then this is for sure talking about connections or, negative emotions like depression or sadness and grief or whatever the case may be that you may still be experiencing. Sometimes when a card's on the back of the deck, we look at it as, well, not every single person, but some tarot readers look at it as what you don't see. So maybe you don't realize that you're still focusing on some type of loss or unwelcome changes and trauma, right? Your emotions are still, out of whack. Like maybe you're moving forward, but you're still not 100% healed from something. But I feel like you actually are moving forward. But that's totally fine. Like I said, it's stages to certain things, That's part of the healing journey. You don't just jump into being extremely better. And sometimes it does take time. But I'm seeing when it comes to love that you are most definitely in alignment with it. And I'm seeing that you're going to be connecting with people, celebrating. This can even be friends because, love doesn't have to just be romantic. It can also be platonic. So I'm seeing you connect, actually being happy, enjoying yourself for real. Yeah. Any more messages here for Cherry within her love life? These same cards literally came out. The mountain is here. It says obstacles, delays, and challenges. So maybe you've been experiencing some type of obstacles, delays, and, challenges when it does come to love. But you're moving forward. I don't know if you're healing because I wanted to say healing because when that 5 of Cups calls out to me, not all the time that means healing. A lot of times that means still being hurt, right? And also dwelling on the things that didn't work out. Crying over spilled milk, dwelling in negative emotions. But I'm seeing new beginnings. I'm seeing you manifest certain things. But you're not just manifesting. You're also implementing some type of, you're balancing out practicality and spirituality. So you could be manifesting and also making things happen at the same time. You're not just wishing upon a star and not doing anything. You're possibly literally actively releasing the past, manifesting, moving forward, doing things differently, so that's what's up for sure. But you possibly could still be in your head. Okay. Specifically when it also comes to love, especially because this is a love read, but it doesn't have to just be in terms of love. This can be life overall. But maybe love did a number on you, for sure. You're coming up as a Queen of Coins. Your person is, yeah, you have really good business sense, a nurturer. If someone give you a house, you'll make it into a home. And maybe this can even be talking about the person that you're attracting within love. This is going to be somebody who's literally a nurturer, a creator as well. I don't know if you are a part of the LGBTQIA+. You don't have to be. This can be gender fluid. Any messages for Cherry within her love life? Wow, yeah, see? The Three of Swords. So I feel like you're still heartbroken by something. You may have recently broken up with someone or separated. Possibly 3 weeks ago, 3 days, or 3 months could be significant. Past, and present energy is significant. Tell me more about this heartbreak energy. The Chariot. Okay, yeah. See, I feel like once again, it's stages to it. The Chariot ended up coming out, and it's coming out pretty sideways. Usually in upright, it means victory, knowing your direction you want to go in and seizing it, overcoming. It's basically victory. Whatever, like your enemies try to send to you, it's like you're overcoming that. Focus, willpower, control, right? But I feel like in this sense, this is also coming out in that form, and it's coming out with Three of Swords. I feel like you're just in this process of healing. So, Miss Cherry, you are in alignment. I am seeing some type of obstacles or delays. Confirm this obstacles or delays, because that could be past, present, future. We need to get to the bottom of it. What's this obstacles and delays energy? Maybe you're having a hard time moving forward. Maybe sometimes, maybe it's easier said than done when it comes to moving forward. Like, yes, you're actually moving forward, but maybe like emotionally and mentally, you're still there, right? Not saying you want this person back, you love them. No, it's just like you still may not be 100%, over something. Like, it's like a scar in your brain. Maybe it's something that you still could cry about, Maybe some forgiveness is still necessary, but I feel like right now in this time you are healing. You are in your like personal power, embracing change, moving forward. So this can also be confirming, like, yes, you've had some obstacles, some things possibly were challenging, but now you're coming out of that energy. So you'll know how to for sure apply it to you, because I don't personally know you, Cherry. I'm just reading the energy. So that's like the energies that I'm picking up, because I was looking at this as if it's present energy, but it can also be looked at as you're getting out of this energy. So if it's present energy, you're experiencing some obstacles and delays and challenges when it comes to you moving forward, because yes, you're actually moving forward, you're done physically, etc., but maybe it's still mentally scarring and emotionally, hurtful, or, still sad, right? Maybe you still cry about something, or maybe you're just still hurt, and if this is disregarding like the present energy, this is just saying that you're overcoming certain obstacles and delays and challenges, and you're stepping into your power, and you're deciding to either stay or leave something. And in this case, you possibly haven't made the decision yet, but this does give that you did decide on something, because I know that sometimes, because even when the Two of Wands will come out for me, sometimes I don't be in the energy where I officially made a decision yet. So you possibly decided on if you wanted to stay in something or leave something. You could be in the midst right now of making that decision, or you possibly already decided, okay, I'm done. So I'm really seeing you overcome a lot of things. Like, I feel like you've changed a lot, and you're using the wisdom that you've obtained from the lessons that you've learned to navigate this path. But I am seeing you celebrate. I don't know if you drink or anything. Maybe you're going to go out for drinks, connect. Tell me more about this. Look, we got the Knight here. Somebody is coming towards you, Cherry. This can also be your energy. Maybe you're coming into like this arrival period. Like giving, oh, the bride has the bride has arrived type of energy. Like maybe you're stepping into this point in time to where you're being like you're accessible to connecting with someone. Now be mindful, not every opportunity should be just taken advantage of, because sometimes just because someone wants to give you a love offer, just because your heart is open enough to accept one, doesn't mean all the time, you know, connect with whomever these individuals are. Even if it's friends, it's like I told you, love, it doesn't have to just be romantic connections. So apply this to, you know, platonic as well, friendships and everything else. You can be happy on your own. You can be happy on your own. So don't be in this like how we were talking about in the collective, don't be in this desperate waiting around for that's not the word that I'm looking for. It's just I can't think of it right now. But it could be similar. Okay, I think I'm back. That's not really the energy I'm looking for. Sherry, 1, 2, 3, 4 could be a very significant angel number for you, but I'm seeing you rise above different things that happen within your love life. Friends, lovers. I'm not really seeing family, but family can even be a thing. Confirm the 2 of Wands. Yeah, so you're making that decision, like you literally, the death and the magician, you're deciding to move forward. And with you doing this, oh, thank you. And with you doing this, you're taking back your power and you're attracting healthier relationships. You go, girl. Scorpio, Gemini. I forgot the energy of the chariot. I can't remember what zodiac sign this chariot energy is, but these energies could be significant. It doesn't necessarily have to be anyone's sign or yours. I mean, it could be. You can have it somewhere in your chart. But the energy of Scorpio can signify transformation and secretive. The magician, not the magician, Gemini energy can signify communication and intelligence, you know, amongst other things. Yeah, girl, I just feel like you're so different than who you were before. Like, there's so many butterflies in this. Like, you probably can't really see it as much. There's so many butterflies here. And you know, when I think of butterflies, I think of transformation, metamorphosis. Like, I feel like connections really changed you. Like, it really, I'm not gonna give them credit for creating the individual that you are, but I'm just gonna say your experience is really what brought you into the version of yourself that you are in now. And you still have a journey to go. You know, this is not the finish line. I feel like you're just gonna keep on getting better and better. So I'm seeing new beginnings, transformation, a powerful movement. Yeah. This is beautiful. Where is... Right where you left. Where's my deck at? I think I mixed it up with something. Can I get some more messages for Cherry? My phone is on 9% at the moment. Can I have some more messages for Cherry? Cherry alone, please. All right, we got time coming out. It says you are trying too hard. Give it time. So remember, I was picking up on that energy, like, yeah, obsessive. Like, you don't have to be obsessing over the friendships and the lovers and, oh my gosh, when is this person going to come in? Whatever the case may be, right? Like, give it time, okay? Don't obsess over the energy. It's going to happen. You're not going to miss out on anything that's meant for you to experience. This is reserved for you. Don't think of it as, oh, I'm missing out or da da da. When you learn how to stand firm in your own energy, you won't even care about friendships, lovers, all of this other stuff. Plus, you're going through a lot right now. Even if you don't realize it, because remember we talked about the energy being on the back of the deck, and that shows that that's the energy of sometimes like things that we don't see. So maybe you don't even realize just how much of a sorrowful energy you're still in. Okay, and maybe this could be, other people, how they feel about you. Maybe some people are in regret about you. But if that's your energy, that energy can signify depression or, grieving the loss of things that didn't work out, but also still crying over spilled milk, because I'm sure that these things happened in the past, but for some reason it's still like a tearjerker, or it's still like an energy pool, or whatever the case may be. Like you're possibly not in your era where you're just la 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 la, just really in that energy yet. But give it time. I feel like the main focus should really just be on self at the moment, rather than too much of, love outside of self. It's fine to think about and, to hope about, but so far as yearning for and just impatiently, like, you don't want to do that, okay, love? It's gonna come. I'm telling you. I just feel like your energy, you're just getting certain things settled. And look, here go that yin. I'm telling you, that collective is for you, girl. That collective is for you. Yin and yang. All right? Look, balance. See, coming into a connection like this, Cherry, you gonna have to, you see how she's showing up as blue? You don't want to come into a connection with somebody and you're still showing up as, I feel like that's why you're possibly just connected with this person in spirit rather than physically just yet. And by all means, if you need to think of it in that way, well, I don't really want to tell you that because I want you to be emotionally independent, okay? But if you just want to think of it as this person, you're going to come into a connection with them and y'all will like meet in divine timing because they're doing things on their end and you got stuff that you're doing on your end, right? But you for sure on the right path to come into connection with this person. You're doing all the right things, okay? I may not be seeing every single thing within your life. You know your life better than anyone. I'm just seeing what's coming up right here, right now. So if you know that there's other things that you should tend to focus on, please do. But I'm really seeing you're possibly healing or encouraged to heal because you're pretty much extremely hurt. Whenever I see the 3 of Swords or 5 of Cups, I would for sure feel like somebody is still, even like look at how I am, right? People probably wouldn't think, oh, she's not depressed, she's not stressed. Child, I've had this bonnet on. I don't know how long I've been wearing this bonnet. I don't have energy, whatever, right? So sometimes you don't look like what you've been through, and you possibly don't look like you're really depressed or stressed or still hurt by something, but that could really be the case. So this is a time for self. You could be burning stuff, getting rid of stuff, just moving on for real, and I feel like that's really the best thing that you could do. But appreciate every moment, okay? In this moment right now, being in this energy that you're in, being by yourself, like take this time to get to know you, Miss Cherry, okay? Like, I understand the divine masculines or the divine feminines. We talked about this already before I had started on your personal. Like, you gotta remember, shit, I'm the prize too. I ain't finna be breaking my back and my neck because a divine masculine, you gotta be like in that type of energy. Like, I came into this world alone. I'm gonna pass away. I don't care about this. It's cool to have. It's cool to have the support. It's cool to have the friends. It's cool to have the lover that you can trust in. But don't worry, that's gonna come. It's gonna come. But make sure you be in this energy to where it's not a need, right? It's just a want. But not to the point to where you're just, desperate, trying to hurry up and move on and get into the connection. Like, because we can't fool the divine, right? Like, I feel like energetically, even the universe, etc., picks up on that you're still like healing, etc. So on the outside looking in, you probably look like you just done moving on. You don't think about nobody. You ain't feeling no way. Like, that's the illusion of it. But tend to yourself. Tend to your emotions, tend to your mental health. It's really important because what you went through, it was extremely deep. Like, some people would probably, I'm gone, okay? And I'm glad that you're still here, Cherry. Because this type of stuff here, deep pain, is not a good feeling. It's not a good feeling. So, heal. Self-love right now is the best love. I feel like your spiritual team is commending you. Let me pull you some spirit messages. Spirit, angel numbers, and a time messages. May could be significant for you. Maybe that's a name. Any messages from Cherry's divine spiritual team, the invisible forces that work with her, never against her? Any messages here for Cherry? Yep, that's the path right there. And then it says, I am intuitive. Any messages here for Cherry? And her spiritual team will like her? No? Okay, but let me read this because I never did read you this card. It says balance. Okay, this is the card of balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. Yeah, so I feel like that's also why this connection hasn't come in yet. Because you don't want to attract someone and you're just like a yes man, or not really in your divine feminine energy, or, your queen energy, really. So I feel like maybe you're just building up, like I said, personal power, etc. Because imagine if you come into a connection right now, you possibly still are going to be operating with scarcity tactics. If you picked up on insecurities, you're possibly going to be operating as the insecure version of yourself instead of the, oh, I'm in my power type self, So I feel like everything is happening for a reason. You don't want to rush into a connection. I'm telling you now, okay? I'm telling you now, Cherry. So don't worry, it's not going to pass you up. Any more messages for Cherry? Look, angel number 4, look, stability. You want to be in this energy for sure. You don't want to still be hurt and, whatever the case may be. And this don't have to be a year from now or 2. But if it is, you should be totally okay with that, Because I promise you, just like how we operate in the world, we probably never had gave our heart a break. When I first got into a relationship, I was like in middle school and I couldn't even have a boyfriend at that time. That was like my first relationship. And ever since then, I have always been in relationships, girl. And even outside of romantic connections, you're always around somebody. It's always, when have you ever really got to be in your own energy and really know how your own thoughts are? Because sometimes when you're around other people, you picking up on other people's energy. You act like them. You talk like them. So just look at things in a different way. All right, know that you have all the tools and resources that you need when it comes to whatever you want within yourself and in a partner. Okay, I'm seeing that you're in this period of letting go and releasing, or encouraged to. You could, I for sure see that you're already letting go and releasing certain things, but if there's other things that you still need to let go and release, make sure you do. Maybe you can do one of those rituals, burning bowl rituals, to help you release things energetically a lot more. I feel like you could still, you don't have to do that, but, I'm already seeing her burning up something and throwing something away. Yeah. Girl, you look good, girl. But she looks sad, though. Okay, but I was going to say body is tea. Even though that don't matter, but, self-love is the best love. Do your positive affirmations. I don't know if you gain insecurities from people, paternal, platonic, romantic, whatever. But tend to your emotional health, your mental health. Okay, even physical if necessary. Right? It's okay to be sad. It's okay to still be hurt by something. But don't sit in that energy. Sometimes we're just moving forward in our life, but we're taking trauma with us. We're taking pain with us. So release this person with love and forgiveness. Because I promise you, nobody wishes to be the most hated person in the world. I'm sure I can tell you don't fuck with your ex at all. Okay? But this person was once a little child as well, right? Innocent, pure. You didn't see this come. I'm sure they didn't see this coming, right? So anything to help you forgive this person, because you're going to need that. That's a part of, I'm telling you, your heart chakra is really important. Not even when it comes to just loving other people. See, that's what's been normalized in today's world. Loving everybody else. So really appreciate this moment in time where you can be in your own space, your own energy. I'm literally seeing you, though, like connecting with other people. For sure. For sure, having a good old time. And these are going to be people who you can trust and you're going to be happy with. This can even be in the present moment. Because I know you also want to get some future energy. And sometimes the energy just comes out. Sometimes it's past, present, future energy. Or all of the above, right? But I'm actually seeing great things. And I'm seeing you do great things as well. It's just that hurt. You know, when I see the Three of Swords and the Five of Cups, those are the most heartbreaking cards, you know? They signify heartache, sorrow, depression, regret. You know, maybe you regret the person who you was dealing with, right? It says you bring stability and rationality to any situation. You are the rock, and your hard work and perseverance make you a dependable friend, partner, and colleague. Yeah, I can already tell. I can see that. You're a great friend, great daughter, great this, whatever label there is in the world. You all up top tier, I'm telling you. But there's still some things that can be refined, worked on. You know, you still all in the bag of chips, but you've been hurt, you know. So we show up differently. We don't show up as the most authentic version of ourselves, because we're showing up as the traumatized version of ourselves, you know. So any more messages here for Cherry? I'm not trying to talk your ear off or anything, girl, but do know this Three of Swords and Five of Cups energy, it most definitely could be why this energy, you know, hasn't come about yet. And shoes, girl, that's don't look at it in any type of way. Tarot is just telling you the reality of things. You're not hindering your love life at all. You're not delaying anything. That's just what's happening. That's just reality. But you're not delaying anything. But it could just be given this sense like, okay, well, this is possibly why this hasn't come in yet, you know. Because we have our free will and we go at our own pace when it comes to us, you know, healing from things. So don't rush the healing journey. Okay, we can lie to other people, but we can't lie to ourselves, and the divine most definitely peeps when we're still in a certain energy. It says be true to yourself in all ways. And yeah, that's what I was going to tell you, because I kept picking up like that you're like this, you're like a sweet person, but when it comes to like other people, I don't know if it'll be easy to walk over you because of your heart and like how sacrificial you are. I'm not saying you let people walk over you, but it could be easy, you know. Maybe you're the person that wears your heart on your sleeve. So, like, I just feel like this is a time where you're standing in your power or strengthening and getting back, you know, into a better energy, right? We can't go back to who we used to be, but at least we don't have to stay into the energy of who we are now, especially if we're not in our best. And I just mean that respectfully, as emotionally and mentally, okay? You know? But it says, be true to yourself in all ways. Not everyone will get you. They can only understand from their level of perception, and that's on them. No matter what people say, don't ever doubt your worth or the beauty you hold within. Stand tall in your power. See? Okay, any last messages for Cherry? Okay. Look, it says, my phone on 1%, by the way, babe. It says, if it is meant to be, it will be. You won't have to force, convince, or worry over it. I'm telling you, Cherry. Okay, it says you are attracting everything you need. I'm telling you, Cherry. Trust the timing of your life. Like, I'm telling you, enjoy this moment in time right now. Because, yeah, when you get into the other connections, you're going to be like, oh, yes. But enjoy the moment in time right now. Appreciate all, okay? Don't rush to the destination. It's about the journey, right? Last card, love bug. Well, no, we got 2 cards. Okay, the angel number 1 and the angel number 30. Angel number 4. With 1, for 4, you can say this affirmation: I am stable. Okay, and for 1, you can say I am innovative. It says you are a self-starter with very innovative ways of creating opportunity. Your determination and endurance are powerful and will help you get through rough times and reach success. 30, you can say I am imaginative. Okay, you are an original, innovative thinker and an excellent communicator. You have a great talent for using creativity to convey your ideas, and your optimistic attitude has an uplifting effect on others. Girl, you the real deal Holyfield, girl. See, for you to be talking about this love shit, I would be, whoever this lover needs to be just as excited to get a reading or to talk about you, because this is you're a grand person. You know, I feel like anybody will be lucky to have you, Cherry. And I always appreciate you, you know. And it was good to see you again, love bug. But if there's anything that you feel like I didn't touch bases on, that you're still confused about, or whatever the case may be, please let me know, love. If you feel dissatisfied from what I've given you, please let me know. But this is pretty much the reading, love bug. Sometimes I go for an hour into readings, but shoot, we pretty much got the message 15 minutes ago. You know, but if there's anything else that I can do for you, love, please let me know. Angel number 29 could be significant as well. But yeah, once again, and don't, Sherry, this video will be uploaded to my YouTube, so you can always come like rewatch it. Oh, thanks. You're so welcome, love. I do return your energy back to you, and I release my energy back to me. If there's nothing else that I can do for you, then I'll see you around, love. I do wish you the best on your journey. You got this, and I'm so sorry for all the stuff that you've experienced. Nobody should have to go through any of those things, but it just built you into the individual who you're going to be in the future. So just keep going, boo. You're never alone, and you got this. Alrighty? I wish you the best, boo. My phone, it hasn't died yet, which is good, but of course. All right, Cherry. So if there's anything else I can do for you, just let me know, babe. If not, I'm going to go ahead and end the live. I hope it didn't seem like I was trying to rush your reading. I just didn't want it to... I hope it didn't seem like I was trying to rush your reading. I just didn't want it to